Another day out at the land, working on adding more stuff to the garden. And I've got some mulch, I'm planting some seeds, and then also look at our latest addition. So we bought an excavator, and Chad is working on trying to get some of these tree stumps pulled out because they're in the way. You can see, like, here's one that will eventually have to be dug up. They're just kind of all over. We took out some trees here that were in the way of just this area in general. So when we add my greenhouse, I'm just gonna go over here and we expand the garden some more. We're gonna actually fence the garden in to help keep out wildlife. Although we did just discover that we have hog paneling running our fence, which is nice, so I don't have to worry about that, but I do need to make sure that it's in good condition. So I had to fill up the water tank for the first time since last weekend when I got most of this planted. And yeah, so I got myself this is like a square cedar seeding square is what it is called. And some of my beans, when I transplanted, didn't really survive. And so I'm using the seeding square to kind of replant some of this stuff. So I have carrots sitting here and they're not really thriving. And some of them are, you can see. Some of them for sure are. But I went off of regular spacing, and because I have more than a 1 foot wide bed, I'm using this seeding square that will allow me to multi-plant. So I just did this one. So I actually lined up this carrot and kind of did it that way. So this carrot is sitting there. So I just added carrot, 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 carrot. I added carrots all the way. And now I'm gonna add some mulch on top. So I'm gonna put that mark so I know where my square starts and stops on this side, because I don't want to put the mulch over because I still want to add some more seeds. But you can tell that like this bean plant's doing pretty good, but I just transplanted these 3 which I had growing in my shop, and I'm hoping that they will root pretty good before the storms we have coming in. Otherwise I just brought them out to die. Hopefully I didn't do that. So that bean's doing good. Then I have a cluster of carrots, and it looks like this bean plant right here didn't really survive, so I'll replant it. So with these particular beans though, I did plant carrots around it. So the beans on the seeding square go in the yellow spot. So I just did 3 across, and then I did carrots, carrots, carrots. So I did 16 carrots, and I dropped 2 seeds in each hole. So carrots like to grow by beans, so that's good. So I got to add mulch here, and I'm just going to work my way down. I did get rosemary planted yesterday. I got some mulch on it. Today I picked up a tomato plant. It's got 2 beautiful tomatoes on it. I did buy some mint because my mint is not growing for whatever reason, and so it's going to live in this container because I don't want to let it take over the garden. Then I did pick up some sage, and I thought this was really funny. So the sage is healthy looking, but definitely has had some bugs biting on it. Actually, I'm staring at a yellow jacket sitting on the edge of the sage pot. So I bought 1, 2, 3 sages and was like, hey, can you discount these a little bit? They, you know, have a bunch of leaves that are been destroyed by insects. And she's like, oh, sorry, we can't do that. We don't set the pricing on the flowers and vegetables. You know, somebody else does. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, that's because literally every item that you sell in Home Depot is not your item. So why would you? But that was a dumb reason to give me. The butterflies have found the garden, which is amazing. Let me show you. I'm gonna zoom in. So this looks to be a monarch type. I don't know if it is actually a monarch, but my flowers have definitely been attracting butterflies of all colors. Whites, yellows, these orange ones. Let me zoom back out. So my flowers have been attracting all kinds of flying insects, including butterflies, like right over on this guy. Got a yellow butterfly hanging out. But I've also got bees in here, and I've seen red wasps in here already. I've seen yellow jackets, like I just saw that yellow jacket. I've seen big old bumblebees. So that is attracting really good things. I do need to do a lot of clipping on, like here is a bee. I don't know what kind. This looks like some kind of a, it's not a bumblebee, but it is a bee of some kind. But I'm like, yes, come in, get your nectar, just don't sting me. So I added a rosemary over there. Sage is going in at the end of this. I added a rosemary at this end over here. And I still need some more flowers on this row because this is my flower row. And then I need to go back to HEB had some of these white flowers that I have in between some of my plants for $1.50. So I need to buy another, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like another 10. But the garden is alive. It's so exciting. It's so exciting to see. And then it's just been really hot. So we're in the end of October and it is still stupid hot. And keeping things that are supposed to be cooler season alive has been a challenge. My lettuce, both here and at the shop, have both gone to seed. A couple of them haven't, but they're gonna go that way. It's just too hot. Lettuce is a cool season crop, so I just planted and bought too early. So I think I'm gonna end up getting some lettuce seed so that I can grow it from seed, because we're not quite to our cooler season growth yet. But I did pick up my garlic, so I will be planting that this weekend. And ultimately just trying to get the garden just prepped for the next growing season. Work in progress. It's always a work in progress. I did pull a rookie mistake. I am a rookie at all of this. It's just a big learning curve, especially growing in the ground. And I'm not hooked up to utilities just yet, which is why I have a water barrel or a water tank. And yeah, I was holding on to my onions as I was planting them. I'm planting onions from seed, and the wind picked up and dumped my onion seeds on the ground. So hopefully you won't do what I did. And now let's go check out what Chad's doing. So house pad over there, we're almost ready for our plans. Just trying to decide windows as far as like what they look like on the exterior elevations. Chad has been cleaning all of this out for me, which is great. Got a beautiful oak tree right in here. We got some other oak trees that are right here that we're trying to nurture. But these are all the trees that will go in the burn pile. So it looks like he's taking out some of the trees that we don't want, and he's learning as he goes with this excavator. Neither one of us have any experience with these machines, but Chad is pretty resourceful when it comes to learning how to use things. So looks like he just took out, I think that's some kind of a elm, or it might have been a mesquite, or it could have been a hackberry, I don't know, but it was one that I said I would like for you to make that one go away. So it looks like he'll have to back up a little bit so he can get a better grapple on that tree and put it over here to this pile. We're under a burn ban right now because it's been a bajillion days without rain, but we do have rain coming, so hopefully after this next round of rain we can do some burning again. And yeah, man, that thing's awesome. Yeah, I think that's a hackberry. Those things leave so much sap everywhere. Ooh, that's a heavy tree. Dang, that thing can spin all the way around. That's insane. That's insane. Now he can kind of push the stuff back in the ground with the front end, which is nice. So what we're ultimately trying to do is we have a berm back here that helps direct the water across his property. I don't know when it was first created, but you can see it. And so in order for us to be able to make sure that this is doing what it needs to be doing, we have to clear out some of this. Anyway, plus these are choking out some of the other trees, like all of this is going to come out. So we can get the oaks to grow. But lots of new toys for us. Trying to manicure up this property the way we want it. Obviously it's going to take us a while, but we have already come a long way in the 2 months since buying the property. So I'm going to walk this way and head over to our driveway. So we had some additional caliche left over from the main driveway. So we had that spread out because we will be concreting from this edge of the driveway up to the house. Obviously, let me show you. All of this will have a concrete pad. So this is our house pad, and our porch is like 12 feet deep from where it starts and wraps around the house, which will be really nice. And 12 feet is actually a pretty decent amount of space to have for a porch, because I was trying to figure out I want to be able to eat outside and cook outside and watch sports outside, especially when the weather starts cooling down, or is cool depending on our season. And so now that I know that we have such a deep porch, we're going to do a double-sided fireplace from the living room to the outside. Not make it pass through, but just double-sided, and utilize the fact that we have a fireplace inside for the outside space, which will be really nice. So we had some additional work done. We finally got our power line buried underneath the runway, And so now it's primed and prepped for our temporary power, which we need to call up the co-op and get that figured out. Looks like my father-in-law is about to come in. I just see his truck down there at the end. But they widened this out a little bit more and rolled it some more. So that is more progress. So yeah, that's it. That's the update as of right now at the farm. Make sure you hit that follow and subscribe button to be notified when we post new videos.